o'clock on this Monday morning, June 9th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot coming your way this Tuesday morning, but first we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom. She's taking a look at some of our headlines this morning. Steph?
Hey there, guys. We do begin with Eastview Mall back open this morning after closing early last night due to a bomb threat. Authorities say they got the report just after 6 last night about multiple bombs on the mall's property. The sheriff's office and mall security quickly evacuated the mall and parking lots. Neighboring businesses were also evacuated. No threat was found after a search. One person is in custody after an hours-long standoff overnight on Glide Street. A viewer shared this video with us showing several officers outside the home. Police say they were called there around 11 last night for the report of a fight involving a gun. A 35-year-old man has been charged with menacing and weapons possession. Demolition is underway at the site of the former Pallet Express on Lyle Avenue. The more than 40-year-old business was destroyed in a massive 5-alarm fire on Sunday night. Officials say 3/4 of the building was destroyed in the fire, fueled by the wooden pallets inside. Those with information about the fire should call police. Happening today, the Brighton Central School District is holding another round of informational sessions on its athletic field construction project. The Board of Education says it will present several options about ways to safely mitigate the hazardous soil discovered at the site. Those meetings are happening at noon and 4 p.m. inside the administration building on Monroe Avenue. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you.
We appreciate it. Now let's have a look at what we've got brewing for the next 2 hours. Starting with a local organization working to close the digital divide and open doors to the future. This morning, we're taking a closer look at Mission Fulfilled 2030's Summer Technology Workforce Program and how they're working to inspire young Black men to pursue careers in STEM.
Then miniatures are taking center stage this weekend as Noreastcon 53 rolls into the Dome Arena. Makers from across the Northeast and Canada will show off incredible scale creations from vehicles to military displays and much more. We'll get a preview of the event and even have a few models live in our studio.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, and later we are taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Tuesday morning in Trending Now. This morning we're taking a closer look at some new and questionable food items. One man's extreme dedication, I don't want to know toward what, and one woman's intense bond with her dog. I don't want to know about that one either.
I'm scared. Before all of that, a check of the forecast this Tuesday morning. We're still experiencing summer-like temperatures. The rain will likely make a return today. Meteorologist Marty Snyder tracking what we can expect. Marty?
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, we're going to see some rain make a return. It's going to be later in the day when we see that. Short term, looking really nice. A lot of sunshine out there. We will lose some of that sunshine as cloud cover builds a little bit as we head deeper into the day. But otherwise, again, quiet start to the day. Temperatures already moving along pretty well. We're mostly rising through the 60s, now near 70 for the official number at the airport. And even the dew point is increasing as well. It's up to 61. That's crossed over from the 50s to the 60s this morning. And we'll see these numbers continue to build pretty well throughout the day today, putting us back into at least the mid-80s, maybe a few places briefly hitting the upper 80s before pulling back thanks to any of that rain that passes through. But again, shower and thunderstorm risk mainly during the afternoon into the early evening. And then after that, as we head through the evening, a lot of that just moves northeast and dissipates. Heading into tomorrow, about 84 for a high. Still a few showers and thunderstorms, may improve by the end of the day tomorrow. And then still at least a risk of a shower or thunderstorm for the last 2 days of the work week. Weekend, not looking too bad. Still in the 80s, down a little bit, but still above average for many of those temperatures over the next 7 days, guys.
My apologies for the sound effect.
I heard you laughing over there.
No, I was
it something?
my back, and I made a weird noise and Ashley yelled in my ear, "Your mic is on."
Oh, that was the sound that you made.
Yes.
Oh, is that what that was? I thought it was a laugh. I thought you were laughing at my forecast.
No.
We should be fine.
The forecast is going to be great.
Yeah.
Going to be great. All right. Thank you, sir.
How was the stretch, though? Was it good?
The stretch was good. It was not long enough because I heard that my mic was on, and I was like, oh.
Then you tend straight back up. And
I did. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Hey, let's go off the top and start with some of the things that have piqued our interest. I will kick things off today, and I want to talk about the Litter Robot, specifically the Litter Robot 5 Pro. It's a very expensive self-cleaning smart litter box. It's got an app. It has health monitoring. It's cool. It's also got a built-in camera. And that camera is now the reason a Twitch streamer named I'm Not Kenneth is internet famous. So here's how this happened. What happened here? Kenneth had been dating a fellow streamer, Kathlina, for 2 years. He says he spent 50 grand on her during that time, which is wild, right? Mm-hmm. He started getting suspicious, though, when she kept on taking FaceTime calls from her cousin behind a locked bathroom door. Kenneth thought it was odd, but yeah, it's family. He brushed it off. And then one day, while she was in the shower, he overheard a conversation that stopped him cold. And that's when he remembered something. That little robot with a camera was in the bathroom she used. He pulled up the feed on his phone, and what he saw confirmed every suspicion he had. Kathlina was not just talking to her cousin, she was having an affair with her cousin. I want to be clear about two things here. First, that's disgusting. Not because she cheated. Cheating, yeah, that's bad enough. But because of who she cheated with. Your cousin should never be an option, my friends. Second, and I genuinely feel for this guy, because there is no dignified way to discover what he did. But being alerted to it by a cat litter box, it's got to make it worse, right? Kitty's in here. Oh, yeah, Kitty's got a camera. Right. Kenneth kicked her out, went through her phone and found messages where she described her cousin as boyfriend material and complained of feeling disconnected from Kenneth. That disconnect, turns out, was that she was seeing her cousin. Kenneth posted a video about the whole thing on YouTube, and it's been viewed more than 200,000 times now. Kathlina has since deleted her Twitch and Instagram accounts, and she's not publicly responded, although how could you? According to reports, she has also been excommunicated from her family, which, if true, tracks,
All
right?
of the family?
Maybe not the cousin. I don't know. Look, none of us are perfect. Relationships end. People make mistakes. But if your relationship ends because your cat's litter box caught you with your cousin, well, that's on you. And somewhere, I'm sure this cat is completely unbothered by all of it.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so listen.
Cousin kisser.
It's weird.
I have to say it.
Yeah.
Like, gross.
Kissing cousins.
Gross.
You want to know kind of what else is gross? And
Yes.
I just kind of skated over this.
Yeah, I know. The litter box in the bathroom.
Why is it recording everything? Why is it recording everything?
Why would you want a camera in your bathroom?
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why?
I don't know. I don't think it records it. According to Ashley, you can pull it up when the cat's in the litter box.
Yeah, you can only watch it live. So it gives you a notification of like, oh, your cat's using the bathroom.
It's
Watch
still
live.
a little weird. Like,
well-
oh, come on over. You're welcome to use my bathroom. And then you're like,
Yeah, I don't like the litter box in the bathroom. My thought behind that is I'm getting out of the shower,
that's exactly what I
freshly
mean.
cleaned and exfoliated.
Watch their cat.
Say it out loud, McLean. Say it out loud.
No.
Who wants to watch their cat? What?
In the bathroom.
Well, I did make that complaint as well, and not so much. I want to watch the cat. It's the cat deserves a little privacy.
Yes, I get that. But, with male cats, they have the issue of getting, what is it? It's kidney stones or like urinary tract issues and stuff.
Okay.
So like Dexter had that one time and he just kept going back and forth to the litter box, but he wasn't actually peeing.
Going.
Yes.
Got it.
He was just going in and out.
Fair.
So like, I guess
I get it,
that's
for
such
health
a rare,
reasons.
that's
Yeah.
like one instance. And honestly though, we're getting past the main point of this story.
I
which
know.
is that,
She's had an affair with her cousin.
listen,
People.
there's got to be somebody else out there for you. Like, I think that there's someone for everyone. Just keep looking.
I agree.
not
I
your
agree.
cousin.
Well, and yeah, it's just no. And again, move the litter box somewhere else.
It's a little pervy.
You go and get beyond that, you go and you get a pedicure and have them scrub your feet. You don't need clay litter to scrub your feet for you. Like, gross, right?
Yeah.
You get out. Can you imagine, like...
Okay, so when
I'd be skeeved immediately.
We're getting so off track here, but when I lived in like a one-bedroom apartment and I got Dexter, I had to keep it in the bathroom because it was like the only spot. But it was like I was sweeping constantly.
Yeah.
It was so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gross. All of it's gross.
I feel bad for this guy, and like I watched his 10-minute video this morning, and he's genuinely torn up by this. And I get it. They were together for 2 years. He said, yeah, it was on and off for 2 years, but you become to know someone so intimately. I mean, yeah, so did her cousin, I guess, at the same time. No. I hope he gets all of her followers.
And you
That's
know
what I hope he gets.
He'll find somebody better.
Yep.
Yeah,
Somebody who doesn't have a family fetish.
there you go. All right, we'll move along to mine. A new cereal coming soon to a store near you. Daniel, you're big, buff, and strong. Yeah, what do you eat for breakfast on most days?
Most days I drink Huel. I know you had it.
Hate that stuff.
I said to Ashley this
so
morning,
gross.
I wish I could work for this company. No, it wasn't Ashley. I was talking to Hannah. I wish I could work for this company because I could eat this stuff morning, noon, and night.
It is the nastiest thing. Okay, but this may be a little grosser. I
Okay.
don't know. If you want to feel even bigger, buffer, and stronger, then you can start your day with a big bowl of Man cereal. Yeah, low sugar cereal. It carries the tagline, quote, serious nutrition, unserious name. It also comes in 4 flavors: cinnamon, fruity, salted fudge, and maple bacon. They have a couple other taglines, including cereal without the BS, cereal finally manned up, and adding some balls to your breakfast. Each serving is about 160 calories, 15 grams of protein, and 2.5 grams of creatine. Do you take creatine?
I don't.
Okay, so the kids on social media are calling this protein maxing, of course. It is heavy on creatine, which is extremely popular among those who spend quite a bit of time at the gym. Dietitians say the cereal, it's really more like a protein powder given its ingredients, but instead of putting it in a smoothie, you just eat it in an entire bowl. Men are often drawn to that creatine supplement, which is why the cereal was given that name. That being said, a lot of women drink creatine as well or consume it. Please scroll the prompter back up. Up. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so the cereal, it's not cheap at all. The box is going to run you $19.99.
What?
I know, hold on. But the company has responded to comments about the price, saying it is working to bring the cost down, but it's a complex cereal to produce. Those who run the brand say they really meant this name as a joke. They thought it would be funny and innovative, but now they're shocked by some of the negative reaction they've received online. People who have tried the cereal say it has a very strong fake sweetener taste, kind of like that protein powder. So if you're not a fan of that, then this may not be the best breakfast choice for you. The company does offer a 30-day money-back guarantee if you don't like it. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Uproar online. Some folks calling this toxic masculinity in a bowl. Others saying it's just downright stupid. Others, though, they just don't really care about this. This person responded, eat real food instead. Now, I thought this was interesting. Man cereal was very argumentative in the comments, which I kind of appreciated. They were fighting for their brand. You still look horrified, but here we go. They responded saying, Man cereal is real food, but if you're referring to Whole Foods, then yeah, we encourage that. It's all about balance. Somebody else replied, said, followed, I'm tired of eating sugary crap. Another person writing in saying, where is woman cereal? And then they responded, oh, the name is more satirical and the cereal is for everyone, cereal for mankind. Please enjoy. Psst, our co-founder is a woman. And then one more, men don't eat cereal, period. I know Mark McLean would argue with that because he eats Cheerios and blueberries every day. And you are horrified.
I am, and at the comments. Okay, so let's start with the men don't eat cereal. That is toxic masculinity. That's like saying men don't eat ice cream from a... Seriously.
What are you, like scared of using a spoon?
Honestly. Then let's go to I'm tired of eating sugary cereal. Then don't eat it. Nobody's forcing you to buy cereal, dum-dum. Hey. The other thing is, of course this is co-founded by a woman because she's the one with the brains to know that there are so many dumb guys out there who want big muscles that they are willing to pay $20 for a box of cereal. I say good on her for taking advantage because like you really have to be stupid to fork over $19.99 for a box of cereal. Every one of those people who did a review who actually paid $19.99 for a box of cereal, you need to have your head checked. And ladies, if you're married to one of those guys, I would start filling out the papers now. Dumb. Dumb. $20 for a box of cereal. Come on now. Come on now. It's already $7. Huh?
How much is that protein drink that you drink?
It's $2.87 per meal.
Easier to take it.
Hey.
You can't, I guarantee that box of cereal is not $2.87 per serving. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. And how many servings come in that box?
It's
3?
Not that serious.
It's not that serious, exactly. And these guys are not that smart. Like,
$2.42 a bowl.
I don't buy that for 1 second. I don't.
Literally says on the website, $2.42 per bowl.
I'm not buying it. Dumb.
Okay.
Really and truly, though, like, how stupid do you have to be? How uneducated do you have to be paying in 2026, in this economy, $20 for a box of cereal? Oh, that cardboard box has got more brains than the people paying for it. I'm going to need to take a breather.
Okay. All right. Let's go to commercial break.
Wow.
I think maybe some meditation is in our future. Maybe on the other side of this break.
Maybe.
All right. When we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez. He's live. What's he doing, Dan?
He is getting a tour of Fieldtex Products facility. It's great. It's in Henrietta. They make some really cool stuff. And I bet you they have bags that are less than that box of cereal. And don't forget, you can take us on the go for free wherever you are, because we don't charge for our streaming service on 13wham.com. You know what, though? Maybe if we showed our muscles, we could charge $20 a pop.
Odd.
Here with Jonathan Abbey, 1, 2, 3.
Rochester has long been known for its legacy of innovation, from cameras and contact lenses to high-tech printing equipment that helped shape industries around the world.
Yeah, but what you may not know is right here in our own backyard, there's a custom sewing company. They've been quietly doing some pretty impressive stuff for more than 50 years. Fieldtex designs and builds specialty cases, bags, and backpacks for highly sensitive and important equipment. Chris Lopez is live this morning, taking us inside the workshop, showing us how it all comes together. Chris?
Hey, good morning. Yes, some of those companies that are here in Rochester, Fieldtex actually makes products for. We will keep that on the down low. Some of it's proprietary. Here with Jonathan Abbey. We showed earlier kind of the overview. We showed some of the products that you guys make, the finished products. Then we showed the materials. We really haven't shown some of the manpower behind this, and we will slightly right now because this is automated, but there's still a human working behind this role. What's going on here, and what are you guys making?
Sure, this is the first step in the process. Right now she's making part of a shoulder strap for a military backpack. And this machine is it's automated, where she's putting material into this metal compartment. She'll put a base material in. It's all finished now, but you put this piece down, she'll put the webbing in, she'll close the final piece, and then this machine will sew in each one of these slots.
Okay, and that's what makes it automated right there.
And that's what makes it automated. So this piece, she'll feed all these pieces, which will eventually go into a skilled sewer who is putting this together with another component, and then eventually foam will be put in between the two of them.
And let's walk over to some of those skilled sewers. How many do you have, people that work here that are just going to sew 8 hours a day?
About 125.
125.
And they all use different types of machines. We have 3 different production lines. One is for small units where we're making anywhere from anything under 25 hours worth of sewing on the whole job.
Okay.
Is one line, so that they do lots of fast turns, they move quickly. The other 2 lines are for our larger projects. People are usually used to running the same job over and over again. So it might be doing the same process for 2 days in a row, maybe a week in a row, depending on what it is. Our primary machine is a 2210, which is a standard industrial machine.
Okay.
And then we have a handful of specialty machines that do other types of processes as well.
How many different, if you had to say, how many different companies do you work with, roughly, like a rough guesstimate?
I would say we probably have 200 plus active customers at any given time.
How many different products do you make daily? I know you're switching day in and day out, so it's probably hard to keep track of, but if you had to say how many different products?
We do a little over 110 different orders a month.
Okay.
And so that could be probably about 100 products.
And it's crazy because when your dad bought this in the 70s, he was making tents?
He was making tents
around Rochester.
Around Rochester, setting them up if you went to a car dealership or a backyard birthday party. That's how this all started, making those tents and putting them up.
And when did he switch to this? Because you're not making tents anymore.
Early 80s, we started getting more into this industrial sewing as the primary focus of the business.
Okay, and like I said, you guys make products for well-known companies in Rochester. And coming up next on Arc Rochester, you're looking at all of the manpower that goes into it, all the concentration, because to sit on a sewing machine for 8 hours takes a ton of different ton of concentration. Someone has to check out and make sure that everything is up to snuff, including all of the bags that you are seeing right here. No strings can be, hanging out, none of these frays. So we're going to be showing you that, as well as some of the medical equipment that they help prepare as well. So stay tuned for that on Arc Rochester. We will check back in with you guys in about 20 minutes.
I would be terrified. I'd lose my job in the first day there because I would attach my fingers to a bag.
Without a doubt.
They'd go right through the sewing machine.
Yeah, and then you'd be done.
Yep, over it.
Yep.
Good on them, though.
Yeah.
Being able to do that.
All right, Chris.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Meteorologist Mark McLean will join us after this. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now with a look at the summer-like temperatures and the possible showers and weather trivia.
Before that, though, what do you think of this protein?
Gotta move past it.
20.
I know.
$20.
I know.
Let's think. How many? Let's take just 20 seconds. Like $20, 20 real dollars. You go to the supermarket. Like, what are we getting for 20 real dollars?
You could buy 4 boxes of store brand cereal.
Easy, right?
Yes.
Or,
Absolutely.
Or 6 bags of off-brand corn chips.
And you can only buy 3 of them at a time. You have to buy 3.
Yeah.
And they offer payment plans.
For $20 cereal. Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause such a ruckus.
No,
gonna-
listen,
we're
I'm
gonna-
glad you brought it to my attention.
We're going to let this sleeping
I kn-
dog lie. Okay.
I had a lot of negative energy I needed to direct somewhere.
Okay.
Time Warp Tuesday again. Yep.
Again.
Hey, we were out in the run yesterday afternoon. Thank you, Walt Disney School. I wanted, before the weather trivia, I want to thank the 3rd grade for inviting me out and letting me talk. Great questions, great energy, lots of fun. We made a cloud in a bottle on the visit, and what a good group right there.
Did you show them how fast a person can travel if they're running really, really, really late for something? What's the max
every now and
velocity?
again, the calendar gets a little jumble, and yeah, apologies. But weather trivia.
You don't apologize to us.
It was fun. It was a fun visit. Weather trivia today. Last week we had 4 straight days in the 80s. Okay, when was the last time that Rochester had 4 straight or more days in the 80s? Was it October 1st through the 5th, September 13th through the 17th last year, August 14th through the 17th, or July 30th through August 2nd? What do you say?
I know what I want to say, but I would have to check with Abigail before, because I think she would know this part.
Okay. You guys you have some intuition into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have the answer at 9. It's fun. Right? Back to the 70s, though. Not the decade. Okay. We're not doing the sitcoms from the 70s. But temperature-wise, 73 Sunday, 78 yesterday. A little bit of a deceiving afternoon. That sunshine made it feel warmer than it actually was yesterday. I actually felt like it was in the 80s. But so far today, we're near 70. You know what the big change is going to be here the next couple of days? Look at that bottom number.
Yes. The humidity.
Yeah. It's going to be, quote, sweat-tastic.
What?
What is that? Oh, it was something on the camera screen.
No, it wasn't. Can you do it again?
No, it wasn't me. That was
No. Oh, I thought you played through something.
No, that was. It looked like there was something coming out of one of the. It's just.
Yeah, it did. That was wild.
That
wasn't
was
it?
different. Yeah. Time Warp Tuesday. Hour by hour dew point. Look at it. Back into the 60s, upper 60s. You know, if we get a thunderstorm or 2 this afternoon, that's really going to elevate the atmospheric moisture content. So, you know, keep the AC on, keep yourself inside, cool off, find the pool when it's safe to do so. You don't want to do that if you got a little lightning around, but, you know, mid to upper 80s seems like a pretty good bet today. And, you know, and tomorrow as well with temperatures into the 80s really through the weekend. But next week there are some signs of a cool down by Tuesday with temps back in the 70s. Now, there's the boundary near Cleveland that's producing a little bit of cloud to ground, cloud to water lightning there. That's a warm front that's heading our way. And that's the boundary that's really going to kind of increase the weather action as we head towards the afternoon. So just like Florida, you get these pop-up showers and thunderstorms as this warm front moves on in out ahead of it. By Wednesday, a lot of this looks like it's going to be east or southeast of Rochester. We'll have to see how this plays out. Sometimes the Great Lakes can stabilize the atmosphere in western New York because of their cool water surface. It kind of robs the energy from the atmosphere a little bit, so we'll have to watch how that plays out as that next little segment moves through. But put the ice cubes up. Look at the side of the screen. Melting down, right? 85 degrees, some summer air. Those dew points back in the 60s, 86 by 4 o'clock with that passing thunder threat. Later tonight, only back to near 70. Some isolated thunder. It's almost like a Florida night, right? With a low temperature right around 70 degrees. The extended forecast for us, just that tropical feel really through the end of the week. Now that, again, is going to change next week. We've got Monday on the screen there near 80. I think the middle of next week is probably back into the 70s, so we'll see.
No complaints.
No.
Nothing to complain about.
Yeah. I think
It's been a while since we've had some storms to track. It's been a minute.
I'm okay with it though. Like there's nothing says summer more
Yeah.
than those kinds of storms.
And
Yeah.
there's no sign of widespread severe weather, too. I just want to stress that. These look like they're going to be garden variety, some downpours, little cloud to ground lightning, typical stuff. We'll keep you posted if it does go the other direction.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you, sir.
Time right now, 8:32. We have much more to come here on Arc Rochester.
We're back right after this. .34 this Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on Arc Rochester. We want to take you behind the story this Tuesday morning as Israel and Iran say they're halting strikes against one another for now.
The two sides exchanging attacks Sunday, jeopardizing the ceasefire and diplomatic efforts.
National correspondent Atra El-Nashar has more.
The week beginning with a broken ceasefire between Iran and Israel, instead of the peace deal President Trump hoped for.
If it happens, it could happen like over the weekend.
Monday morning, President Trump posting, both sides, Israel and Iran, are looking to do an immediate ceasefire. Final negotiations on peace are proceeding, subject to ignorance or stupidity getting in its way. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, whose country is mediating U.S.-Iran talks, says, especially when the final objective is just about to be achieved, we sincerely urge all sides to exercise restraint and give peace a little more chance. First, Iran announced they're holding fire, then Israel.
The cessation of operations by the armed forces is hereby announced. However, it is emphasized that should the aggression and hostile acts continue, including in southern Lebanon, much more severe and crushing measures than before will follow.
Iran and Hezbollah are weaker than ever, and we are stronger than ever. But our struggle with them is not over yet. If the terrorist regime makes the mistake and attacks us again, we will respond forcefully.
Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen also stepping into the fight, saying they launched a round of strikes on northern Israel and threatened to target ships affiliated with Israel in the Red Sea. Back here in Washington, President Trump continues to say a deal with Iran is close. Iranian leaders say there's been no progress. And their latest strikes against Israel also counter what President Trump often says about Iran's military capabilities.
In 3 months, I've demolished the Navy, the Air Force, anti-aircraft. They have no radar. They have no nothing.
President Trump reluctant to resume full-scale U.S. military operations, but it's not off the table.
My red line would be if I think I wasn't going to make a deal or if I wasn't going to make a deal fast enough.
In Washington, I'm Atra El-Nashar reporting.
Hey, don't go far. We've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're once again going live to Mr. Lopez, who is learning more about the work being done over at Fieldtex Products.
And don't forget, we are streaming. You can join us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Welcome back. Rochester has long been known for its strong industrial and innovation roots. It's a city that's shaped modern manufacturing and technology, but beyond big-name organizations, there's a local company doing critical work, and you may not have heard of them.
Yeah, Fieldtex Products is a sewing manufacturer that specializes in making custom cases and protective bags for highly sensitive medical and military equipment. Chris Lopez is live this morning, taking us inside the operation, showing us how it all comes together. Hey there, Lopez.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, and a pretty crazy operation at that. Behind me, there's probably about 120 skilled sewers. All they do is sew bags and sew bags and sew bags for 8 hours a day, and they have to be precise with it. And as precise as they are, there still needs to be an inspection element. And that's where we're at right now, where these bags, cases, whatever or large bags, if that, get inspected by a person 100% of the time. So every single bag that gets made on the side you just saw comes over here and gets inspected. And I asked you, I said, that's all they do? They don't rotate from sewing to inspection? You just said no.
Yeah, for the most part, people in this department are here 8 hours a day.
Just inspecting.
Just
and what are they looking for when it comes to an inspection? Because I asked that because everything looks perfect on that side. I'm like, what are you inspecting?
Primarily what they're doing is trimming threads. They're looking at every component of a bag, trimming any long threads that are left from the sewing machines. They also are kind of pulling at the different seams to make sure that everything's together tightly. If they find any issues with discoloration, misstitching, ugly stitching, or even any other slashes in the material, that's really what they're looking for, so that when it gets packed in the bag from here, customers have no complaints from the field.
And is there a difference? Like, I'm thinking, okay, this would go through a machine to be inspected, and you have just humans here working. Is there going to be a difference in terms of inspection, human versus machine, or?
At this time, with three-dimensional bags, you really need somebody who can turn it, maneuver it, and when you got to trim the threads, which we think is, a big part of this process, it'll be a long time before a machine's doing that.
What's your rejection rate? Like, when it comes past this here and you send it out to the company, how many times do they reject it?
It's maybe 1%.
1%,
Yeah.
not a lot.
Not a lot.
And okay, we've been talking about bags all morning long, and an element that you guys captured and got a big piece of during COVID was the medical supplies, which is over here. And I had no idea till you showed me when I came here to kind of pre-interview you. You said, hey, take a look at this. We have this whole entire room with just medical supplies.
Yeah, the primary function of this room is a lot of the bags we make are sold with components in them. So they might be first aid kits, different types of medical kits. In this room, we're filling those with different supplies. Usually somebody just contracts us and says, I need this bag, these are supplies in it. We buy the supplies, fill them, and ship them as the final product to the customer. And then we'll also sell medical supplies bulk to customers as well.
And Jonathan, did you want to do this when you were growing up at all? Your dad owned this in the 70s up until 2019. Did you want to do this?
I did. I planned to come back here eventually after college. I ended up here about 1 year after college but it was always part of my life. It was always something I kind of expected to do and would get the opportunity to run someday.
You guys hiring people? You guys already have a pretty packed staff in there.
We are hiring.
Okay.
We've got plenty of work and looking for a lot more sewing machine operators if we can find them.
And then if anyone, you said most of your business is done through the internet and people finding you. Can people that maybe someone's watching right now and is looking to do a business with you for backpacks or whatever, how can they find you?
They can find us at fieldtexcases.com.
Okay, and then we'll have that information on our website in case you can't find that or miss that on 13wham.com. For now, back to you guys in studio.
So cool to see all of the operations that we have right here in our own backyard.
Yeah, very fortunate.
Cool. Thank you, Chris.
When ARC Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's Crime Stoppers.
We're back on the other side of the break. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Happy you came back.
Ugh.
How's life?
8:47 this Tuesday. For this morning's Crime Stoppers, the Rochester Police Department is asking for the public's help in solving a shooting that happened earlier this year on the city's west side.
Investigators are hoping someone recognizes a person seen in surveillance video connected to the case. Joining us this morning is Captain Brian Marone from the Criminal Investigation Section with more on how you can help out in this investigation. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Let's get a quick recap of this shooting that happened.
Yeah, so this happened March 1st around 1 a.m. in the morning at the intersection, for those familiar, of the area of West Main Street and Litchfield Street. There was a building there. Somebody had rented a space in the building, was having some sort of gathering. Altercation occurred inside, and they removed the people from the gathering. And then the parking lot behind it, there was a shots fired incident, and unfortunately somebody was struck.
And I would imagine as part of the investigation, you've already exhausted resources on the people who had rented the space, trying to figure out who was asked to leave that party.
Yeah, so everybody was very helpful there with us. They had security there for the event. Unfortunately, it was a private event that they said some people that weren't invited made their way into. Altercation happened inside, security did their job, removed the people that were involved in it, and then outside in the parking lot, at some point, a couple people were shooting at each other.
And you're under the impression that everybody knew one another, yes? This wasn't a random act?
We're not positive on that. So our victim in this is a 23-year-old male city resident. He was shot at least once in his lower body. It didn't seem like he was the intended target, I will say that. So we don't believe that he was actually involved in the altercation. We think some other people were. He's in the parking lot, and unfortunately shots are fired, and he gets struck in his lower body.
And I believe we have some video or images of the person of interest in this case. Is that correct?
That's correct. So hopefully they're playing over the screen here, but we had some surveillance footage in the area, and so you can see the person we're trying to identify appears to be wearing like a camouflage jacket with a hood up. We believe him to be a male black, approximately in his 20s. I think he has some glasses on. You see some other footage in here, but it appears as though he might have had brown Timberland boots on. And towards the end of this video as well, there's a vehicle that we believe he was a passenger in. We're also attempting to identify that vehicle.
Okay, so what we're looking at right now, this is after that fight inside was dispersed. Yes, so everybody's going in their own directions right now.
Yes.
With the exception of that gentleman.
Yes.
That man.
And you can see that he's got what appears to be a gun in his right hand.
Yeah, you can see in the footage that he has a handgun in his right hand.
All right. And this is another image of the same person?
This is the same person, just a little bit of a freeze frame closer up, hoping that somebody from the public knows who he is and can reach out to us to help us figure out who did this.
Okay.
Now, I would also imagine that you have reached out to neighbors and exhausted those resources on anybody with doorbell camera footage or blue light cameras, anything like that, right?
We have. So there was a lot of good camera footage in the area, and this is kind of the best footage that we have, so that's what we're putting out today. But our detectives have done an exhaustive investigation trying to figure out who this was, and at this point, you know, the next step in that is asking the public for help.
Mm-hmm. How many people were at this gathering? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't want to speak wrongly either.
From the video, it looks like quite a few, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
sure.
I mean, it's likely that several people there at that event probably know who this individual is, right?
I believe so, yes.
So, you know, again, I know we've talked about it before on this segment, but any little bit of information can help, right?
Absolutely. Anybody who has anything points us in the right direction, we'd appreciate it. Helps us try to find, you know, justice for the victim and hold people accountable for their actions.
Are you still looking for party guests to come forward and identify themselves and say, hey, I was there, here's what I saw?
If they have any information that they think would help us figure out who this individual was, yes. But we don't need people to come forward and say, hey, I was at that party.
Got it.
That's okay. But if they have any information and believe they might know who this is or can point us in the right direction as to who this is, we will take anything they have.
And again, it could just be that one little nugget, that one little fact that you are unaware of that they think is common knowledge that helps you guys identify who that person is.
Absolutely. And I do want to stress, too, that we don't believe this person was the intended target of this. So this is just somebody that was there, party goer, and unfortunately caught in the crossfire of it.
Yeah.
Captain, thank you so much for your time this morning. We do appreciate it. And as always, all of this information will go over on foxrochester.com.
8:52 this morning. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester.
We'll be right back.
Amazing America 250 is sponsored by Balance of Nature.
The work of feeding our nation begins on the farm. At Walnut Ridge Farm in Middletown, Maryland, farming is a tradition and family commitment that's been passed down for 90 years.
All of us take really good, really sincere pride in what we do every day. It's not a 9-to-5.
Life on the more than 200-acre Walnut Ridge Farm. It's round-the-clock work for Pam Moser, her husband Danny, and their family. The dairy operation was started in 1936 by Pam's grandfather, and it certainly has not slowed down.
We wake up 3:30 every day, go to the barn. We can tell you everything you want to know about any of the animals.
And they really can. Every animal has a number and a name.
This is Henrietta?
Henrietta.
From the moment a cow is milked to the delicious products customers know and love under the Moo Cow Creamery label, Pam says she can trace every batch and every ounce of dairy back to the cow it came from.
We can tell you how that animal was raised.
It's a special bond, Pam says, they have with their cattle.
And it starts at a young age as the babies.
That's where Pam's daughter, Amber, shines.
It starts here, huh?
Yep, it starts here.
Oh, this one is like, I see the bottle.
Yeah, I don't know which one I want to feed.
Admittedly, Amber's favorite farm chore is nurturing and feeding the calves.
This is a good baby. You're like, oh, good job.
Not every calf grows at the same rate, so Amber keeps a close eye on each one.
Because if you don't have a relationship with them, then I don't know, I feel like they're just not going to grow into your future.
At first glance, this herd may look like any other, but there's something that sets them apart, and it's in their genes.
Any bulls that we use here for breeding, we don't use any bull that isn't A2A2. All of them are.
A2A2 refers to the specific genetic makeup of dairy cows that produce milk containing only the A2 beta casein protein rather than the more common A1 protein or a mix of both. Most people find A2 milk is significantly easier to digest.
Let's turn the pump on and get this girl milk.
I want to do that. Every cow at Walnut Ridge Farm produces certified 100% A2A2 milk.
Oh, good job.
When the milking is done, some of it goes to a co-op, while the rest is processed through local partners off-site to create their own Moo Cow Creamery products.
We're feeding the people. We're giving them a valued product, and it's all come full circle.
You can find Moo Cow Creamery at Walnut Ridge Farm along Maryland's Ice Cream Trail. Support local and stop for a milkshake or two. After all, it's A2A2. For Amazing America, I'm Taylor Murray with the National News Desk.
Amazing America 250 is sponsored by Balance of Nature, the phytonutrition company.
Greetings. Thanksgiving, I don't know, today. Should I keep talking, saying words? In today's political pulse, President Trump says a deal on the war with Iran could be reached soon. What he says will be part of the plan and how soon it could be in place. Plus, following up on the race for Los Angeles mayor, the candidate now expected to advance with Karen Bass after Spencer Pratt's early lead. And reaction from voters in Maine to a Democratic candidate under scrutiny in today's primary race. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Arc Rochester returns after this.
You all right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's Tuesday, it's 9:02, it's June 19th. This is Arc Rochester. Thanks for joining us. I'm Abby Friedman.
June 9th.
What did
I'm
I
Dan
say?
Track 19th.
It's okay.
It's been a day, guys.
It's been a day?
I'm not doing
It's all
great.
right, my friend.
Yeah.
You're
All
doing, listen, you are doing
but
just
here's
as
the
good.
thing. It's not good enough. I'm kind of blowing it. I've been blowing it all day.
Will you stop?
No, I'm serious. It's like,
No. No.
That's twice that I've messed up the date.
And?
I've stumbled over every single one of my
And?
scripts. The coffee is not coffeeing.
Well, it's tea.
Well, I switched.
I honestly think the coffee is decaf.
I think
do.
it is too.
I really
Something
do.
is wrong
I
with
think
it.
it's packaged improperly. Like I'm being 100% serious.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
And we never let a Tuesday win.
And we're human.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a cyborg. Programmed incorrectly.
Oh, man.
You're not supposed to give them the inside baseball.
That means,
right?
well, once I tell them that, then they have to pull the wires, and that means, that's it for me.
Just replacing the battery.
Reprogramming. We need some reprogramming.
Reprogramming, please.
Okay.
Hard reset.
How about we talk about a hot weather? Well, not hot. I reserve hot for 90s.
Okay.
Warm, very warm weather forecast.
Okay. Sold.
Okay. 80s out there, and we've had a stretch of them. Over the last week, we actually had 4 straight days in the 80s. So when's the last time that Rochester managed to do that? Was it last October, last September, last August, or last July?
I want to say it's October, but
Sarah,
that's where I'm going to have to.
Debbie and Tom say A. Charlene, Barbara, and Allison all have C this morning. We've got David, Kay, and Stephen at A. Louis, Rod, and Barb have C for the answer. Ron and Paul have A. Yvonne and Janet have B, as does Barbara. Florence has D. So we're kind of all over again. Debbie and Chris have B. Jim and Cassandra have D. Sandra has C, and Mary has B. I like it when the answers are all over the place. D, picked it because it started on my birthday. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate that. She's got D. Sheila's got D. Other Cheryl has B this morning. Let's see. Jim has D. Dave has B.
Dave.
Dawn and Greg, Robert and Katie, Frank and Mary Pat all have A for trivia. Richard and Eva D. Deb and Jack A. Janice has C. No air conditioning yet? Okay. Janice's husband has D. Judy and David have B. I turned ours on before I left. Gina has C. Rick, Gina's husband, has D. Lisa has D. Lisa's dad, B. Kevin and Colleen, A.
You know, I want to go back to at 4:57 this morning. We did a quick rundown of things we were grateful for.
Oh.
And mine was for a sense of humor. And that's for all of our viewers, too, because I think a lot of our viewers have a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like.
We should do this show live.
We do.
And have everybody in a theater, like The Little or something like that.
Ooh. That'd be fun.
Live studio audience. Get a couple hundred people in there.
Scott, what do you think?
What do you think? Yep.
You out there watching this morning?
Yep.
That'd be really cool.
Wouldn't it?
That would be really fun.
We
It would
just
be a lot
bring
of
the
fun.
set.
To have a couple
which
of
is great
TV.
because it's
It's mobile.
Yeah,
It's
it's
mobile.
mobile, and we could accidentally drop the coffee table.
Yeah.
we know everybody loves the coffee table.
They love that coffee table. Okay, so I want to go A, but who was it? Somebody said, Dave, was it Dave that said D?
D, which was his birthday.
His birthday?
Okay, I am pretty sure that it's A.
I am too. I really feel like it was.
Because, okay, and here's why. We started October very, very, very warm. And I was like,
We
this
did.
is going to be great
Yep.
for Halloween.
Yep.
And then Halloween was garbage.
Yep. It was.
So I'm going to go A.
I have zero recollection
Yeah.
of
Well, October
the
can
past.
start warm. Our son's birthday, Colton, is the unofficial end of warm air. That's like the first week of October for me. It's like I know after his birthday that it's never going to be warm again.
Oh, can you give us a hint today because it's Tuesday and we deserve?
Okay. You feel like you need a hint today?
Yeah.
Dog days.
The dog days of summer. Okay,
then-
so August.
Yeah.
C.
Wow.
Boom. There you go. Not only was it August 14th through the 17th, that streak actually started on August 3rd. So we went from August 3rd through August 17th in the 80s, which is not uncommon for summer. To put
Wait,
temperatures
all
into
of
the
those days, August 3rd through the
Yeah.
17th, it
But-
was 80 degrees every day?
80 plus, and we had a stretch of 90s in there as well. We had 3 straight days that reached 92 degrees in that streak.
Take me back.
I know, it was a good one. If you like the heaters in the summertime, you like that one. And it came with some dew points that were high too. Our dew point is up to 62. I was just outside in the garden. You can feel it. This is that first day where you walk out the side door, here for us at the building, and it's like, woo, it's summer. like it's here. Here we go. This is a new one.
Ooh, what's this?
Abby, is it a frowny face? What is it?
For me?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's like indifferent, I think.
Okay, well, I think that's the indifferent symbol, right? Watch the, uh-oh.
I think along the east, listen, I like the smiles along the East Coast.
Well, that's low dew points. That's dry air, okay?
Oh.
There we go. And now we switch to humid tomorrow. And you get your frowny face in like Cincinnati and St. Louis, where it's like 70 dew points, in Detroit and Knoxville and Nashville. You can see those dew points are very high.
Producer Ashley loves the humid weather as well.
Does she?
No lies.
Not even?
I just got into Dan's ear and I said, you're the only freak that likes humidity.
I mean,
I'm on board with you, Dan. I'm on board.
If the conditions are right,
Yes.
then
If you have the ability to cool yourself off,
Yes,
it's great.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially,
But if you don't, I get it.
if you don't have to work that day.
Yeah. 100%.
Yes.
Out on the deck.
Yeah,
Yep.
by the pool.
Oh, feeling like summer. And you see the temperature kind of scales back a little into the weekend, and then next week, by the middle of next week, we're on the edge of it, but I think we're back in the 70s after Monday. Monday's near 80. I think we're going to be back in the low 70s. One thing we're going to watch this afternoon, look west, and you see that little line of thunder showers that's coming in. We're going to have to keep our eye on that this afternoon. Nothing that's imminent. If you're going for the walk this morning, you want to take the run outside, you're good.
Are those already lightning strikes
Yes.
that we're seeing in those?
Wow.
Yes, and it's elevated in the atmosphere, so this isn't surface-based instability. This is in the middle and upper parts of the atmosphere, which means that it has a little bit of staying power. And then west of that, there's actually a little bit of a spin there. That's low pressure, so it's leading out in front of this warm and humid air. So on the future weather, through lunchtime, I think it's dry through that point, but there is enough instability this afternoon and this evening that we're going to fire up a few of these thunder showers. And for the most part, I think these are, quote, garden variety thunder showers. There's not a lot of extreme instability in the atmosphere today, but if one of these little guys gets a little feisty, a little punchy this afternoon, could have some locally gusty wind and hail, cloud to ground lightning. Certainly some tropical downpours. Overnight looks to stay mainly dry, as does much of Wednesday. This changed a little bit. The afternoon we'll have to watch, especially south and east of Rochester. And with that cloud cover, may hold the temperature back just a little bit for Wednesday. May only reach the mid-80s, but if we do break out into some sunshine, that could be upper 80s as well. And then for Thursday, there's that chance, another small chance of a shower coming through. So, nothing huge in the forecast. Look at this guy.
Oh.
I didn't forget. I put
little cutie.
Little Judge.
Judge. I
Little
love
Judge.
that name.
Out, right? I just want to take a nap. I'm with you, Judge.
Yep.
100% on that. Some wet pause this afternoon, this evening. And again, not a washout for Wednesday or Thursday. Kind of lowered that Thursday one a little bit more. By Friday, there's a chance. And the weekend looks dry at this point for Saturday and Sunday. We think it's going to be a pretty dry forecast. So enjoy the pool. Just take the weather app with you. We always have push alerts. And if we do have any watches or warnings that pop up, you're going to get those instantly through our phone app. The temperature scaling back only through the 70s tonight and only back to near 70. So this is almost that kind of Gulf Coast air that's starting to move into town with dew points in the mid and upper 60s. The extended forecast looks like this. Goes back.
Stellar, if you will.
Yes.
Stellar roofing.
My roof paid for that promo, by the way.
And a job well done.
Yes.
It was.
And a job well done.
Yes.
We
Yes,
love
it
love
was.
The stellar roof.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to take care of one of the issues we've been talking now about for weeks and weeks, and I am going to create some photos of all of us in bathing suits, cartoon bathing suits. So we're the whole. It's just going to be our heads on cartoon bodies, and I'm going to send them to you. Do you have the ability to plug them into that graphic?
Sure.
Okay. Taking care of this right now, because if we don't do this,
I know.
Now, it's not going to happen.
We've been talking about it for days.
For 3 weeks now.
Yep.
Mark McLean.
I could give you the real thing, but I just don't want to scare anybody. Okay.
I'm not giving you the real thing.
Listen.
And you better pick something nice.
Oh,
All right.
I am. I'm doing a gorgeous headshot of you.
Oh, okay.
I got you, babe.
All right.
We could use the photograph of you both giving the international sign of peace to everyone.
What are you talking about, Mark? We don't know what he's talking about.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was
I thought it was this.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the gesture, yes.
I love you. right?
it is.
Yeah.
It is. Or wait, what are they?
Hang loose.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And like that's Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's another one.
Yes.
And we'll leave it there.
And we'll leave it there. Okay. If I get these to you before the end of the show, can you get them plugged into that graphic for final thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to make this happen, my friends. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you stick around for final thoughts.
Yeah, we've got much more to get to on our Rochester. When we come back, we're learning more about a new opportunity for young males interested in STEM fields.
And don't go anywhere because you can take us with you, I guess, so you can go somewhere if you want, because we're streaming live right now on the 13M YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We are back after this.
To meet you. You look beautiful. I love the outfit.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Do you want us to take the phone? I'll put it right here on the desk.
Do you hold yours? No.
He usually just hangs out on the table.
Your call. How is it outside?
It's nice.
Good.
Can't wait.
They're just going to do a mic check. If you could just say your first and last name for us.
Jamila Edwards.
Perfect.
(9:16) this Tuesday morning. Technology is shaping the future. We know this. And a Rochester organization is working to make sure more young people have a seat at that table.
Mission Fulfilled 2030 is now recruiting summer interns for its technology workforce program. It's designed to help young black men explore careers in STEM. For more, we're joined now by Jamila Edwards, the Director of Operations. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So let's start out. Just give us a quick overview of what Mission Fulfilled 2030 actually is.
So our mission is to reach over 100,000 boys by 2030 and expose them to technology. A lot of people don't have the opportunity, and so we want to create that environment for them to succeed in those fields.
Where did this idea come from? How did it start?
Well, Gerald Moore, our founder. Gerald Moore is a native of Rochester, New York. He moved to Washington, D.C. and brought his program back here to Rochester. So we're located at 55 State Street downtown, and he's created a beautiful atmosphere for our young people.
Now, I love the idea. Why is it so important to have these opportunities available to young men in our area?
I think that we always hear that there's nothing for our young people to do, and I believe this is a learning space for them. It's a mentoring space for them, and that's why we're here.
It's a learning space, it's a mentor space, and there is so much room to grow, especially in the STEM fields
Absolutely.
out there. You know, what are these boys going to be these young men going to be walking away with? Know-how in what?
Well, actually, this summer, we're going to be giving them insight into AI and cybersecurity. They will be receiving IBM certificates through IBM. So it's a program that we'll be using this summer. They'll also have direct mentorship from area leaders as well.
That's fantastic. And I'm sure that that is going to act as a launch pad for them as they look ahead to, you know, the rest of their futures, their careers, so on and so forth. Tell us more about the cybersecurity and AI elements that they'll be learning about.
So it's a curriculum-based program. It's kind of self-taught, but we have an instructor. They'll go through a day-to-day program. And then at the end of the day, our goal is to create not just programming, but a pipeline, right, into the technology industry.
I think it's so important that we have and I imagine you agree with this, that we have programs like this because the playing field is not always level to start.
Correct.
And it's important that we give these young men, you know, the chance that they deserve.
Right. I think that's Gerald's mission, right, is to provide them with a space to give them this opportunity to succeed in life or be exposed to these types of programs.
Yeah. You can't make big decisions that we ask of young minds. What do you want to do for the rest of your life at 17 or 18 years old, unless you expose them to things that they could potentially want to do for the rest of their lives?
Absolutely. That is the mission. Mission fulfilled 2030.
Love it.
Tell us about the application process.
So you can go online to missionfulfilled2030.org. You can register online and we'll reach out and contact you.
So, and then just a quick follow-up to that, if, you know, I, you know somebody and they meet the qualifications and they're a young man, do they have to already have a background in AI and technology?
Absolutely not. It's just an interest, right? We want people who have an open mind, and sometimes kids don't know that they're interested until they're exposed. So we're just looking for young men who have time, right, to invest into Mission Fulfilled.
Sometimes they don't know they're interested. Sometimes they don't know these opportunities even exist.
Right, and that's the point of us being here today, is to expose our community to this opportunity.
What do you hope to see from this cohort, the cohort of 2026 here, by 2030?
I mean, us being Rochester, I want to see them bloom. I have to be honest. We'll continue to work with them after summer. Again, a big portion is our mentorship, and there will be continued programming throughout the year. So it's not just summer, it's all throughout the year.
That's absolutely incredible. And for someone who might be sitting at home saying, this is great, but I don't have the money to shell out for a program like this.
Well, you won't need that. You won't need that. We are a non-for-profit organization, so it's absolutely free. So our summer programming is absolutely free, and you do receive a stipend for completion.
That's
wow.
And that can
really
go
cool.
toward maybe college in the future,
College in the future, other certificates, or just getting ready for back to school. You know, in the economy that we have, everything helps.
Absolutely. One more time, somebody sitting at home, they want to apply. Where do they go? What's the deadline?
The deadline is going to be June 20th, and you're going to go right to www.missionfulfilled2030.org.
Excellent.
And make it easy.
Get those applications in.
Get them in.
Jamila, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All application information will go over on our website.
It certainly will. 9:21, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, Stephanie Joseph is here breaking down some of our top political headlines.
The Political Pulse is coming up next.
Maybe I wasn't on that one.
Mike just responded.
Oh. It's time for a political pulse check here on Arc Rochester. President Donald Trump says the war with Iran could be over within days. Details were sparse about the terms. It comes as Trump seems to be at odds with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, with whom he started the conflict with. There are also reports of an army attack helicopter crashing early today near the Strait of Hormuz. The president said the 2 crew members on board were not hurt, but the cause remains unclear.
They were going back and forth, and now they both agreed through me to stop. And we're in the final throes of what will be a very, very good deal that will not allow in any way, shape, or form nuclear weapons, etc.
Well, it appears reality TV star Spencer Pratt will not advance in the race for LA mayor. Multiple outlets are reporting that city council member Nithya Raman will head to the general election alongside incumbent mayor Karen Bass. Pratt exercised an early lead over Raman on election night. According to CNN, Raman is ahead by more than 20,000 votes. It could still be days before we know the final results, as California's election is mostly mail-in. Postmarked ballots that arrive within a week of election day can be counted. The process is leading to unproven claims of fraud.
The slowness itself is no indicator of fraud. California can maybe look at changing some of the laws. This is opening the door to some really unhealthy conversations about election fraud that's unfortunately having an impact on people's confidence in the election process.
Well, it's primary day in Maine. Graham Plattner, a Marine veteran and oyster farmer, is hoping to clinch the Democratic nomination for senator. His campaign has been marked by recent controversy, including alleged sexually explicit texts he sent to women during his marriage. There were also negative reports about his personal behavior from ex-girlfriends. This Senate race is considered crucial as Democrats seek to boost their control in the Senate and unseat longtime Republican Senator Susan Collins.
I think he's the right person to unseat Susan Collins, and he represents Mainers, and we need a change in the Senate. I think if anybody has things in their past, and I think he's changed, and I think he's a real person, and I'm proud of him for standing tall and dealing with it.
It's official. President Trump has formally nominated Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche as permanent AG. ABC News says the Senate received the nomination on Monday. Last week, Trump said he planned to nominate Blanche, who served as deputy AG before Pam Bondi was fired. Blanche has been under fire over the now closed anti-weaponization fund created for perceived victims of political persecution. According to him, that includes January 6th rioters who stormed the Capitol. Blanche's confirmation hearings are not expected to be smooth, as support is already shaky.
I haven't made a decision yet. The key for Todd or anybody going through Judiciary Committee has been pretty tight on January the 6th. They better not have said for 1 minute that the people that beat up police officers like these right down here were righteous people. You come even close to saying that, you don't have a chair of getting my vote in.
Now, today, House Republicans will try to push forward the $70 billion funding plan for ICE and Border Patrol. Senators passed the plan overnight last Friday. The Department of Homeland Security shut down earlier this year after Democrats voiced concern following the deaths of 2 Americans by federal agents. House Speaker Mike Johnson said the enforcement funding is, quote, long overdue. He will need perfect attendance for the bill to pass. The original plan was derailed due to GOP discussions over the White House ballroom and the anti-weaponization fund. Last week, the House Minority Leader said his party will not support the bill.
Taxpayer dollars should be used to make life more affordable for the American people, particularly in an environment where the cost of living is far too high. Instead, what Republicans want to do is use $70 billion to continue to unleash masked and untrained ICE agents on American citizens.
It's a simple bill, Mr. President. It will do nothing more than fund Border Patrol and Immigration and Customs Enforcement for the next 3 years. Democrats have refused to fund border security or immigration law enforcement.
And be sure to stay with Arc Rochester for your top political headlines. We're back after this.
(9:31) this Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. We want to take you behind this story this morning as the New York Knicks suffered their first loss at the NBA Finals at home yesterday.
Yeah, fans had been hoping for a win to set them up for a clean sweep in New York in Game 4 Wednesday, but it wasn't meant to be.
No, it wasn't. Reed Binion has the story.
Spurs fans in San Antonio erupting in applause after their team took Game 3 of the NBA Finals, beating the New York Knicks in the Big Apple 115-111. It was a tight game in New York Monday, surrounded on all sides by tight security before and after tip-off, due in large part to the attendance of the New Yorker-in-chief, President Donald Trump. Marine One landing along the East River ahead of the game, the presidential motorcade making its way to MSG ahead of tip-off. It was the Knicks' first home game of the NBA Finals, a momentous homecoming as the Finals returned to Madison Square Garden for the first time since 1999. But tightened security measures left some fans frustrated amid the excitement. A Monday watch party planned for outside the Garden got scrubbed following arrests at a viewing party Friday.
Yeah, it's definitely caused a lot of disruption.
I understand they taking heavy precautions because he's the president, but I feel like as us Knicks fans, we need to enjoy this moment.
At the start of the game, President Trump took his place at a box inside the arena, but when Trump appeared on the Jumbotron during the national anthem, loud boos could be heard throughout the Garden. The Knicks and Spurs face off in New York again Wednesday for Game 4 of the Finals. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
We still have much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're looking ahead to the weekend for an upcoming event. It's perfect for the whole family.
It certainly is. And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, my friends. We're back on the other side of the break.
This is going to be really easy. They're just grabbing a mic check right now. Can you guys just say your first and last names so that they can get the microphone levels?
Ken Brent.
Armand Miali.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Welcome back. This weekend, some of the most impressive miniature creations you will ever see will take over the Dome Arena for Noreastcon 53.
Yeah, scale modelers from across the Northeast and Canada will come together for a day of competition, craftsmanship, and incredible attention to detail. This morning, we're getting a preview of the event. For more, we're joined now by Ken Brent, the president of the Roc City Scale Modelers, and club member Armand Miali. Thank you both so much for coming in and for bringing this with you. This is incredible stuff. And hundreds of hours of work.
Hundreds of hours, yes.
If we can would you mind just going down the line and explaining what we have and the work that goes into something like this?
Sure. This is a B-25 bomber that was used during the Second World War. This particular aircraft is painted up in the markings of the desert in North Africa. And camouflage, for me, is a pretty fascinating thing because each country had their own kind of camouflage that they applied to their aircraft. So took about 3 months to build.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely incredible.
Okay, I guess I'm next.
Yep.
The aircraft in the front here is a F-86 jet, and it's done up in Korean War markings. Again, like Armin mentioned, it's a couple hundred hours, a little bit at a time. The automobile in the front is the most difficult. A lot of handmade parts in that, a lot of detail. I even have a skull for a shifter knob, and that was cast resin. The Knight here in the back is an old Aurora model, and that goes back into the 50s. This was reproduced many years after that. The molds were actually got borrowed, so to speak, and reproduced in England. So this is actually an English model of an American mold.
Wow.
The Viking ship means a lot to me because I was in the Air Force and I went to Norway and was able to go to the Viking Museum. So I wanted to have something with some photographs of the actual museum, so that's displayed with that. The base is kind of unusual. That's actually a piece of driftwood that I found in Webster Park.
How neat is that?
So a lot of it goes into displaying the models, but sometimes our bases are just as important.
And all of the symbols, the markings on the front of, that's all hand painted?
That's a partial decal and painting because the decals kind of disintegrated in water.
Oh, okay.
So I had to try to match the colors best I could, and
this is just some of what people can expect to see.
Yes, there will be over 70 categories of different types of models, from aircraft. You'll also see armor, science fiction categories, fantasy categories. A lot of folks from all over the Northeast will be coming for the show. This is actually an event that does move around from location to location year after year. So we're really proud of the fact that it's going to be here in Rochester this year.
You know, I'm curious to know how much research goes into getting one of these accurate.
Oh,
I mean,
you have no idea. I mean, all of us have a research library that is just incredible. So there's a lot of planning that goes in before you start. And then along the way, there's always hiccups that happen. So you have to think about how to get around them. And then when things finally come together and finish the way you want them to be, it's a pretty good feeling.
I bet. All right, for somebody sitting at home, they want to attend. Do we need to get tickets in advance? Do we buy tickets at the door? What's the process?
You can get tickets at the door. General admission is available. It's $10 per person. We have a reduced price for kids 12 to 17. Under 12, it's free. It's great family viewing.
I bet.
And this seems like a great hobby, too, for parents, grandparents, and kids, right?
It absolutely is. And it's also something that it's very therapeutic. I mean, it's kind of a solitary kind of a process, but one of the things that our club does is it gets together on a Thursday night, what we call a build night. So there's, 10, 12, 15 guys that will show up, building, challenging, talking, learning. That's one of the really neat things about a show like this. You get to see the work from so many people that you can ask them tips. How did you do that? How did you get this to look that way? And they might come to you and say, how did you do that?
Sure. I imagine millions of hours of work. Fellas, thank you both so much. This is so cool. If you want to go, we'll make sure to post all of the information you need to know on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
When we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Tuesday morning.
We're back after this. 9:44 this morning, it's time to see what is trending, starting with a father sharing his daughter's stunning arts and crafts project.
All right, the father from the UK shared his 3-year-old daughter turned nearly $2,000 in $100 bills into confetti.
So according to the dad, he said he walked into the living room to find her happily cutting up the stack of cash.
The total damage, $1,800.
Ooh, the money had all been stored as part of a stash of $100 notes, typically used during Nigerian family celebrations when it's customary to shower guests with cash during festive displays.
The father explained he had been preparing to head out to one such event, went to grab the money but to his surprise, his daughter beat him to it.
Okay, so the father said he was left speechless when he entered the room to find the chaotic scene all playing out.
He went on to say he didn't know how to react in that situation. After a mix of shock and anger, he later said it taught him a very valuable lesson as to where he keeps his cash.
Well, I would say so. He later learned that he could recover the money by informing the bank about what happened.
The bank was able to replace the torn money. Thankfully, he didn't end up losing that much cash.
People online are commending the father on how he handled this situation, many saying it wouldn't have been a pretty sight in their house.
Yeah, others are honestly bashing the father for letting his daughter have access to both the money and the scissors. To that, I would say nobody is a perfect parent.
Nobody's a perfect parent. And what if they were the kid scissors? You can cut paper, but not your fingers.
Very true. Very true.
What are you going to do? All right, let's move along to one employee's extreme dedication to their job.
Yeah, a meteorologist in Arkansas getting some serious attention online after continuing a live weather broadcast despite a studio fire breaking out behind the scenes. I sent you this video earlier.
Yes, Noah Simmons, a meteorologist for Fort Smith, was covering active tornado warnings on June 6th when a studio light caught fire during the broadcast.
Despite the incident, Simmons remained on air to continue tracking severe weather that was impacting the area.
Take a look at this clip here.
With the National Weather Service, and there's a fire in the studio right now. Guys, can you guys hear me? We have a lamp on fire here in the studio. Keep doing your thing, Trevor. Yeah, if it gets a little foggy here on camera, it's because we have a light on fire in the studio. But again, we're looking at this tornado warning right now, and this continues to lift its way northward across. If you're just now joining us, we just had a fire in the studio, but we got 2 tornado warnings, so we got to keep tracking this and covering this live. The fire is out, so I am safe. Any potential rotation would be in this vicinity, right on the Polk and Scott County line as it lifts its way northward. Excuse me.
Give my man a raise. Live TV, people. As you heard, Simmons addressed the situation while covering his nose with his shirt, saying he needed to continue to track the 2 tornado warnings.
Yeah, he later went live on Facebook sharing more about the situation with viewers.
He said that much of the smoke that appeared on camera was gas released from a fire extinguisher used to put out the flames.
He explained that he was alone in the studio when the fire started and alerted coworkers off camera.
A producer then used a fire extinguisher to put those flames out while Simmons continued tracking those tornado warnings.
He said although it was difficult to breathe, it was more important that he carry on with the news.
Thankfully, no injuries were reported during that incident. Simmons later said he experienced a sore throat and watery eyes afterwards, but otherwise he's doing well and had access to medical services through the station.
People online are commending him for his dedication to the job and the community that he serves.
Others said that if they were in his shoes, they would have run right out of there.
You can't.
You can't. No. You legit can't.
I find it insane that there were tornado warnings and he was alone in the studio.
Mm-hmm. The nature of the biz.
You know, I commend him as well.
Absolutely.
That's incredible. And,
yeah.
you know, I know that our meteorologists here would do the same thing. We have
workman's comp.
A very dedicated team.
Let's turn now to some new food items that are hitting the shelves and turning heads, starting with a sweet and salty treat.
Good Pop, the maker of frozen treats with better-for-you ingredients, has announced the return of its viral fudge and vanilla French fry pop.
Okay, so according to the company, the playful novelty dessert is inspired by an iconic milkshake and French fry combo.
Okay, the flavor is backed by popular demand after first launching in 2024 for a limited time in partnership with
Ore-Ida.
Ore-Ida, like
The
French
potato,
fries.
yeah, the potato people. The treat subsequently sold out within minutes after amassing an 800-person wait list.
The fudge and vanilla French fry pop features real dairy ice cream infused with the classic flavor of French fries.
It also is coated in a chocolate shell, loaded with actual crispy fries.
Fans are beyond excited, many saying they've waited years to try this.
The brand is also releasing 2 new fruit-flavored editions alongside the sweet and salty treats, peaches and cream and berries and cream.
The flavors are all available online and at select retailers nationwide, including Whole Foods.
Okay. If you want it, go for it. I don't think, though, there's anything better than getting a Wendy's
What are Frosty?
Frosty and using your French fries in them.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not a fan.
No, I haven't eaten sugar in a minute. Kind of, so like this sounds amazing to me. I'm gonna be thinking about this the rest of the day. Would I actually want it? No. But like the monster in my head that's like.
But if we ordered them and Ashley said, you guys got to try them, would you try it?
I'd probably.
Thank you for making the sacrifice.
Hey, somebody's gotta.
Moving along to another sweet and salty offering, but this one might not have as many fans.
The chip brand Late July is celebrating summer by launching a new snack. It's combining this year's biggest flavor trend.
I already don't.
Can we stop with the pickle?
Enough with pickles. Introducing the new pickle lemonade tortilla chips.
Yeah, good Lord is right, Mark. The limited time release is part of the brand's summer batch lineup and takes inspiration from the viral pickle lemonade drink that has gained traction across social media and TikTok throughout the season. Okay, you know what? Here's my take.
Hit me.
These people are making TikToks with disgusting things and they're calling it a trend because they get the views and then they get the money. And that's that.
You know what? Then just let's stop. What two things that don't match are we putting together and gonna make a TikTok about? Let's do it.
Milk and.
Okay.
Give me another. Prune juice.
Milk and prune juice. We're gonna call it Dirty Milk. And we are going to get. We are gonna get. Yes, it both binds you up and lets it all go. We are going to get the backing of Imodium. They're going to come after this idea. So according to the brand, the chips combine bright lemon zest with the briny flavor of dill pickle, translating the trending beverage into a crunchy snack format.
The company says the flavor was designed to capture the sweet, tangy, and salty notes that have helped make pickle lemonade one of the trend's most talked about drinks.
Who's talking about this?
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Some fans are pretty disturbed, by this. Okay, so you're not a fan if you're disturbed by the flavor combo.
It's okay.
With some people writing that they would rather try vomit.
No, rather vomit than try.
Oh, rather vomit than try those. Vomit pops. There's a new one.
Others say they could see themselves really liking them, making that the perfect poolside snack.
Nope.
A Dorito. That's going to be your best bet.
No, you know what mine are? Those tortilla chips from the big name grocer in town.
Oh.
Hint of lime.
Yup. Yeah.
Just give me all of that hint of lime seasoning.
Yep.
I'm good.
I'm with you.
Late July pickle lemonade tortilla chips are available now at retailers nationwide while supplies last. Something tells me those supplies will last.
We had another story.
Yeah, I had to float in.
Oh, we don't have time.
All right, that's okay. When we come back, our final thoughts this Tuesday morning.
It's going to be great.
Just
going to be great.
Just put it on the air.
Pull it up. Let's go. Our final thoughts this morning from this group of
Oh my God!
studs and studettes.
Wow. Very conservative look.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right.
All you get, Mark.
That's all.
Wow.
That's all.
Look at you guys. Wow. Wait, we have to go back.
Go
I
back.
have to go back.
I know.
Okay.
I
I'll go back.
do want to point out that it took the Stephanie, I think, is the only one in your headshot. You did have that yellow dress. That was a yellow dress.
I was like, that looks familiar.
It just turned the dress
Yeah.
or the dress into a bathing suit.
But that's like the color of my dress.
Is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
My pecs look just like that too.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much spot on for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark knows a lot
listen.
about a six-pack.
All I said. Did you put that 88 degrees in?
I did.
Love it.
Wow.
I think we look great.
We do look great. Good-looking crew.
Absolutely. Hey, that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 over on
13 WHAM ABC. Join Steph and Mark later today for 13 WHAM News at midday. We'll see you tomorrow. They will see you then.
Bye.